Thank you for turning to page 121. Today's traveler bestiary is going to be about Smaetal swarms. Little harmless insects. What can they possibly do to bother you as a player character group with all your weapons and technology? Well, Smaetal swarmers, or Smaetal swarms, popularly known as smates, minis, or piranha bugs, are an extremely small flying form of life native to Smaeta, near the imperial core, but now found infrequently on countless humid tropical environments. They are commonly spread by tramp freighters and merchant vessels carrying consignments of tropical fruit, and control of these and similar pests is a major concern of port and customs officials everywhere. Each adult smate weighs less than 0.1 gram and has a wingspan of less than 1 centimeter. They are generally encountered as an upright pillar-shaped cloud about 2 meters high, which drifts just above the ground. One cloud may contain over 50,000 individuals. Well, they're so tiny, how could they be dangerous? Their name, piranha bug, must be pure PR. Wait. Smates have a rather complicated reproductive cycle. The eggs, which are laid by the thousands in unripe fruit, seem to mature and develop as the fruit ripens, drawing on the fruit's internal chemistry in some fashion. Various methods of preserving or delaying the ripening of the fruit seem only to delay the maturation of the eggs. The actual incubation period is uncertain and highly variable. When the eggs hatch, the tiny winged reproductive phase of the creature burrows out and joins the local rapidly growing swarm. Smates are carnivores. The cloud will approach any homeothermic life form of more than 50 kilograms mass and can attack you at the speed of a running human. A single bite is no more than an annoying pinprick, but thousands of bites in the space of a few moments can be deadly, and smates are classified as dangerous life forms. After several feedings over a lifetime of a few weeks, the smate cloud begins to break up as the individual creatures die. For whatever reason, 70 to 90 of the individuals in the cloud survive the swarm's death. They attach themselves to exposed roots of certain fruit trees, shed their wings, and begin burrowing into the trees. After an uncertain period of time, the smate enters a metamorphic pupal stage, buried within the tree's root. After as long as 10 years, the organism emerges as a clumsy, winged creature that proceeds to lay hundreds of eggs on the soft portions of the tree, leaves, flowers, ripening fruit, and so forth. This egg-laying form does not eat and lives only long enough to lay its eggs. The eggs are laid on a soft-skinned fruit. The Smaetal will be able to deposit eggs just under the skin, where they will be practically undetectable. It's believed that the swarming phase of the smate life cycle is when genetic material is exchanged. Smates appear to be hermaphroditic, but the nature of gene exchange is not clearly established. Understandably, there's been some difficulty observing this life form closely enough to ascertain details of reproduction. The primary means by which these creatures spread from world to world is uninspected or improperly inspected cargoes of fruit, especially soft-skinned tropical varieties such as Sathamandra, Corabellum, banana, opal dew, and kung fruit. Except for those planets where Smaetal swarms have established themselves within the local ecology, they are most often encountered in starship holds or starport storage areas, where shipments of fruit from infested worlds have ripened and released their unsuspected riders. Fortunately, such encounters are rare. Quarantine laws do exist, and anybody known to ship fruit harboring the pest can be subject to fines and/or arrest, depending on the local laws. Attacks of the Smaetal swarm cause 2 dice per round of damage. They can be avoided by jumping into water or running through fire or thick smoke. Torches confuse them, although they will still attack a traveler carrying a torch, but they only inflict 1 dice of damage. Each turn, the traveler may make a dex check to see if the torch breaks up the swarm long enough for them to escape. Smates can pursue a human as fast as they can run, and for as long as they can keep going. Travelers partially protected by armor will suffer only 1 dice of damage each round, and travelers in sealed suits will be completely immune to Smaetal attacks and take no damage. Note, however, travelers have been known to suffer accidents due to vision impairment, or if the creatures can get in, they'll be inside the armor with you, or the vac suit with you. So you want to make sure your vac suit's in good repair. Weapons such as lasers or slug throwers are useless against Smaetal swarms because of their numbers. Unfortunately, the best weapons to use against them, grenades, wide-beam plasma guns, flamethrowers, and the like, are inappropriate for use in the confines of a starship hold. Vacuum jets of water blasts or CO2 fire extinguishers have been known to control them in close quarters. The eggs have thus far proven immune to all common ovicidal techniques, including fumigation and irradiation. Some Smaetal swarms have spread from world to world, causing genetic drift, creating wildly divergent species. Common variants include increased size of the swarming members, wingspans up to 8 centimeters have been seen on Tahauri, and poisonous or hyperallergenic stings on Origani, Molaku, and others. Extreme caution must be exercised whenever swarming smates are encountered. There you go. Just a cute little bug. He's not going to hurt anybody. What's the concern? Actually, the first time I read this article, I started chuckling to myself, thinking about the travelers being in jump space, which is one of my favorite places, by the way, to mug the travelers. But thinking of them being in jump space and having this swarm hatch. Maybe they've taken, at the last minute, they've taken aboard a crate of fruit, and maybe they're noshing on that fruit a little bit as they make their way through jump space. And unbeknownst to them, overnight, the Smaetal swarm hatches and starts swarming about. Before the travelers know it, they might be all over the ship. That could be really interesting. That could be a fun jump time encounter. It's actually something I'm planning on dropping on my players sometime down the line. It won't matter if they know about these things or not, because they'll still be in the same predicament. But I love doing stuff to players in jump space. It's not that I necessarily want to ruin the players' time or cause problems every time they go to jump space, because I certainly don't do that. But they are in jump space enough that having 1 in 20 jumps end up being something like the Smaetal swarm attack can still be pretty fun and still be enough that it won't overwhelm the characters or the campaign. So there you have it. Keep your CO2 fire extinguishers charged and ready, because there might be a Smaetal swarm in your hold, and you don't want to deal with them if you don't have to. I really got a kick out of reading this. I'm enjoying doing these Traveler Bestiary videos. Let me know what you think, if you've been enjoying them. Leave any comments below too, or maybe some suggestions for future encounters. I'm thinking of doing ones that would be creatures that would be native to Kusyu, the Aslan homeworld, or something like that. Lair, the Vargir homeworld. Just to see what kind of fauna the creatures that came from that world were dealing with. So that could be kind of an interesting thing. So let me know what you think. If you want to see more videos like that, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, still growing the channel. Also, please take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help me out there. But that's all I've got today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.